going on? Just wanted to bring some stuff to everyone's attention, just in case if you're not aware, there's a new standalone zombie game coming from Ubisoft. It's coming in 2020, but there's no official date yet. So that's why I wanted to kind of go ahead and make this, kind of ask everyone where you think or how you think this is going to affect Call of Duty Zombies. I personally think Zombie Chronicles 2 is going to come in May, almost similar to Zombie Chronicles 1. And I try and tell some people that big corporations, when you have customers and also shareholders involved, when you're a publicly traded company like Activision, there's a lot of people you have to answer to. And so I think they try and keep stuff familiar to the shareholders and the customers. So that's why I think they're going to kind of keep it the same as Zombie Chronicles 1. A lot of people don't like Black Ops 4. They're not going to admit it, but it's pretty much because of the difficulty level of Black Ops 4 all across the board. Blackout was really difficult compared to other battle royales. Multiplayer is a little bit more difficult for the mechanics, and then Zombies is a lot more difficult. There's no Juggernaut. Zombies are a lot faster, and the maps were a lot different. So just some stuff I wanted to point out. So anyways, I'll get into that a little bit later. But anyways, if you go to rainbow6.ubisoft.com, or you can type in rainbow6quarantine.com, it's going to bring you to this website. And I'm doing this really quickly, really low budget, consuming, not time consuming, but with time constraints. I'm not editing anything. I'm not adding special effects. I'm not, unfortunately, I don't really edit a lot of videos. Most of my videos are unboxing or pack opening videos, and they're just a one-shot deal. Kind of like this. It's going to be a one-shot deal. I'm not editing any of my commentary. It's just going to be, it is what it is. Go to that website. You click here on the teaser. It's going to bring you to this website. I'm going to play it real quick, kind of go over what I think it might explain.
Found him. Take him. I'll cover you.
He's going into spaces.
Contact. Head to the extraction point.
And I know I had the volume a little bit low, but you didn't really miss anything. I just want to make a playthrough so you can see it for the first time. So basically, it's a guy on the ground, something attached to his arm. Maybe he got infected, and maybe it's something you do to kind of recover, almost like Black Ops 4, I would think, or Blackout, where you take like a stem shot, I believe it's called, when you're about to bleed out and you're red screening, and it kind of brings your health back together. The only thing I wanted to kind of point out, it reminded me a lot of Nocturne on Toten, when we first wake up and you're kind of laying on the ground, you don't know what's happening, there's zombies coming toward you. So I don't know if they tried to mimic that, being that this is going to be probably the first map, or first DLC, or whatever you want to call it. and like you hear the zombies. The only thing I wanted to kind of point out, because this isn't really too much about the video, it's going to be more about when it's going to come out. But I just want to kind of give you a little bit of reference, and the guys on the ground like maybe bleeding out or something like that. Is towards the end, one of the other guys, I'm going to just say an army guy or police officer or whatever, um, says they have to get to the extraction point. And that's something that I think a lot of people are asking for in Call of Duty. No more just running around the map. I mean, like I said, I'm fine with doing either style. I just like playing and trying different things. I do love Extinction, though, on the other hand, where it's a little bit more linear. You kind of hold down an area, power up the generator or the drill, maybe rescue somebody, and this seems like it's going to be a little bit more like that, where you're going from one area to the next. You got to open up an area, and then maybe towards the end, there's an extraction point. So that's where I'm saying is like, is Call of Duty Activision gonna get somewhat worried that they're gonna lose some of their gamers to this mode? And the other thing I wanted to point out is it's not. I believe it's not 100% made by Jimmy Zelensky, as did Outbreak for Rainbow Six Siege. Outbreak came out last February, I believe, or maybe 2 Februarys ago, and it had a lot of Black Ops 2 in it. It felt like it had a diner in it, so and it had some of that kind of like dark, sciencey, scientific background, outer space stuff, kind of like what Black Ops 2 had, and it had like the kind of the same red, cloudy, destroyed Earth or empty Earth, whatever they call it. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is this going to be enough for people to, switch over to Rainbow Six? And how is it going to affect Treyarch or Call of Duty or Activision? Like, are they going to start getting worried um, about people? I mean, obviously, when we get more video and more clips, that we're going to start seeing more of it, and people might start, jumping on the bandwagon, let's say, and like it. So anyways, so it's called Rainbow Six Quarantine, like I said. It's not actually, I believe it's not made from the same studio as Jimmy Zelensky's, but they took inspiration from his Outbreak mode. So I'm hoping for myself that it does have a little bit of Black Ops 2 in it, the whole like more of that diner and destroyed Earth scientific part of it. So the question is, when is it going to get released? Are they going to tiptoe around each other? I guess is my main question. Is Treyarch going to see when Rainbow Six Quarantine is going to get released and maybe try and jump ahead like they did with Red Dead Redemption? So a couple dates that I want to look at is World War Z Zombies, which is one of the more recent zombie releases that is actually pretty popular, and that came out April 16th. So I know that gives us about 4 months from now. And I believe it was a third-person shooter, and it was a little bit similar to Extinction, where it was linear. You had to hold down an area, fight off zombies before you can go to the next area, and then ultimately escape on the final portion of the map. So aside from that, like I said, it's going to be a standalone game. So I wanted to look at the last Ubisoft standalone game, which is Ghost Recon, and that did come out in the fall that just passed. So being that it's going to be an entire new game, and I saw that one website is already pre-ordering it, and it looks bogus, but they're having it for like the $50-$60 price range. So it looks like, and it would be kind of smart for them if they release it in the fall and then just have DLCs kind of mimic like how DLCs go for other game modes. So the whole reason I'm bringing this entire thing up again is how is that going to affect Black Ops 5 and how is it going to affect Zombie Chronicles 2? Like I said, as much as let's just assume, and there's going to be a reason why, is that aside from what I said before, it's going to come out, let's say Zombie Chronicles 2 comes out in May, because obviously Activision is not stupid. They are going to try and get the most money for their shareholders. So if you come out with Zombie Chronicles 2 in May, you're going to make a killing off of it. And I always say they should probably rope around like a new season or a new operation. That would be kind of cool. So that leads me to think, okay, let's say Zombie Chronicles 2 comes out in May, like the first one did. They made a killing on it. It was the most sold PlayStation 5 DLC ever. Let's say you switch now to Black Ops 5. What are they going to put in Black Ops 5? And are they going to put it early to try and beat out Rainbow Six Quarantine? Black Ops 4 was 93 gigs on Xbox, and it's just regular Xbox, it's not Xbox One X, which is the higher end one. And that had 3 zombie games, zombie maps, which was 9, Voyage of Despair, and Blood of the Dead. And then you see down here, Classified was a DLC that you have to download separately. Now, the tough part is, they're not going to put Zombie Chronicles 2 on disc for Black Ops 5 because that would be a ton of zombie map. It would throw it through the roof. Because keep in mind, we're still getting a campaign for Black Ops 5. I believe that's confirmed. You're going to get Blackout. Blackout might have been more popular than Zombies was this year. And like I tell people, you can't blame Treyarch. You gotta blame a lot of the YouTubers and a lot of the players themselves. A lot of people ask for remastered maps. People don't like it now. Not passing the blame, but on Xbox, we don't really ask for remastered too much because we could just throw in the old disc and do backwards compatibility. So the tough part is when is Black Ops 5 gonna come out and what's gonna be in Black Ops 5? I'm just gonna kind of take out Zombie Chronicles 2 because that would be ridiculous, the size. And everything combined was 123 gigabytes, including all the DLCs and everything like that. All 4 DLCs, I believe, came to 123 gigabytes. Like, campaign's gonna be huge. Blackout's gonna be bigger and better because Blackout 1 was like it was in its infant stage or baby stage, let's say, and I guess they didn't have an idea how big and popular Blackout was gonna be. I liked it a lot. It was really difficult. Alcatraz was amazing. I think that was the more popular mode. 50 versus 50 needs to be in it, so they should have that on launch, hopefully, or the first LTM. So that leaves like the zombie stuff. What are we gonna get for zombies? If they want to pack or front load it like they did with Black Ops 4 because of Red Dead Redemption, what are we gonna get? Are we gonna get 2 Chaos and Ether? That's why I'm like, how can you? People are gonna want new stuff. I don't think people are gonna pre-order Black Ops 5 if they're getting remastered again. I think remasters have to come. I mean, as popular as Buried, Die Rise, and Transit is, I think that would be too much because you're gonna have to throw Chaos in there. Um, Unless they do, I mean, people would really not like that. Unless they do Transit as the Ether, Chaos, 2 Chaos maps, um, and then if they almost repeat Black Ops 4, I think people would like freak out if they try and put Die Rise and Buried as later DLCs. I think people are just gonna lose it, and that'll definitely lose. They'll definitely lose. It's kind of sad too. They're definitely gonna lose a lot of players, but that's really sad. That you almost have to think ahead. Like, what are people gonna complain the most? What are people gonna be most toxic about? First and foremost, like I said, the difficulty level of the zombies for YouTubers and streamers was too much. They couldn't handle it. It's sad that you got to give them Juggernog, you got to give them a lot of wonder weapons, you got to like make the zombies really easy to kill. You got to make the Easter eggs really easy and toned down because people are going to want to stream and they don't want to look bad in front of their viewers and subscribers. So they're definitely going to want it really easy and watered down. So like I said, Black Ops 3 came out November 6th, which was like Nova 6, I believe, that whole Nova 6 thing, which Nova 6 wasn't even Black Ops 3. But Black Ops 4 came out October 15th. So if Ubisoft announces Quarantine coming in October, is Treyarch going to try and jump ahead? I like the whole Halloween theme of everything. I think that's pretty cool if they can release zombies for Halloween. But I'm very interested to see where they're gonna try and place Black Ops 5 for the zombie part, or is is Activision actually just gonna say, you know what, screw the zombies, Blackout is really popular, Vandahar is going back, unless they're eliminating Blackout, then that'd be really sad. Because Matt is Matt's no, because Vandahar is back on multiplayer. Blundell is probably gonna be back on campaign. So Matt's probably gonna do Blackout, and Lee Ross is gonna do Zombies. So it just leads me to think, like, what are they gonna do for Zombies? It's crazy. Are they gonna try and give us a lot so people don't switch to this new zombie game? Anyways, it's just some thought. Like I said, I just like presenting stuff to people, and you can kind of come up with your own ideas. Anyways, people might not know this is out there. It's getting a lot of buzz, and I just want to kind of see if it's gonna affect Call of Duty Zombies. I'll see you guys later. Thanks.